Hello. I apologize in advance if my voice sounds like gravel. It's because I was practicing my Toad impression for the next time I do karaoke. Like literally I was singing songs just now as Toad. That's what I was! Take a little sip of tea. Hello. Happiest of Springs. And a warm welcome to our girl Persephone. Welcome back, we missed you. I wanna give a special shout out to the 2002 episode from Animated Tales of the World. That is what started my Persephone admiration. There's a dope song from that episode. Highly recommend. So every spring I am just consumed with like the animalistic urge to embed myself within the soil, become one with the earth. And obviously I can't do that, unfortunately. So I'm gonna make a dress instead. So yeah, I'm making a Persephone dress for spring and I'm so excited. I'm using the Princess Bodice by Pattern Costs, and I'm also using my own circle skirt pattern. And it's gonna be so gorgeous. I cannot wait. So for my Persephone dress, I wound up finding like the perfect fabric. I found the inverse of the black fabric that I used for my October Persephone dress. So literally these two dresses are like linked to each other. I'm frothing at the mouth with excitement. Sorry. So let's get started.
So I first started this dress by laying out my fabric, and I just want to put a disclaimer that this fabric photographs ochre green for some reason, or like a silver. It's actually a very light sage green. So yeah, just ignore that for now. It'll appear green later on. I then placed my pattern pieces on top. And cut them out.
I feel like this look is giving like the love interest in any like 1930s depression film. It's a look, like the Dust Bowl's happening, you know. I'm doing laundry and hanging it up in the yard. So this is the first time I'm doing a corset and I'm a little nervous, but I'm also really excited. I've got all my loops cut out with satin ribbon and I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna go for it. No fear today. Okay, I'm terrified. Ew, it looks good. Oh man, I don't know what's going on this spring for me, but I've just been changing a lot. And it's really weird. But yeah, I feel like I've just had to be in circumstances that were like uncomfortable for me and I had to like handle it by myself. And yeah, I've just had to like take ownership and advocate for myself, and I'm just like a new version of me. And it feels good. I think that like in my earlier 20s, I've had a lot of trouble adjusting to change and getting used to it and getting okay with the idea that like everything changes. But I think now I've gotten to a point in my life where instead of looking behind me, I'm looking ahead of me. And I'm trying to like focus more on how like, yeah, like everything changes and nothing is necessarily recognizable anymore. But that's a good thing too, because that means like I can create any life that I want for myself. I don't know, I just remember being like a teen girl on the internet, like on Tumblr, just thinking that once I made it in my early 20s and I had my own apartment and my own job, that like all my problems would go away. That's not the case. But that doesn't mean you can't grow within the confines of like circumstances that aren't necessarily like great or good for you. Okay, I got all the loops in on this side. And now we're gonna keep going. Oh my God, it looks so good. Wow, so pretty. All right, we're gonna do the next side. All right, I got what looks like a spinal column here. So I'm gonna sew it down.
And once all the loops were in, I then started on the bodice.
Oh my God, it's like all coming together. This is my last piece of boning and that just happened, and I'm not wearing my protective glasses. Okay, this is gonna be the biggest skirt ever. Like, this is only one panel. And one layer, we have two. So, I thought I would talk about this memory that, like, you know, all of a sudden came back to haunt me. It was from my adolescence when I was in high school, and it was like a presentation that I totally messed up. Something that visits me in my dreams in the middle of the night when I'm finally at peace. So believe it or not, I'm not the best presenter. I was a pretty quiet kid in high school and even in college before I blossomed into being loud and annoying. Yeah, so presenting has never been like a strong suit for me. And lo and behold, I was asked to present the same presentation like 5 times in one day. So I was on maybe like the 4th like reiteration of this presentation. So I had said like the same thing over and over again, and it was my 4th time presenting it to a new group of people. And I don't know what happened, but I got stuck saying the same word like a record. I'm not exaggerating, like it went on for maybe 20 seconds. I was describing something as really nice, but I couldn't stop saying really. So I was just like, really, 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 really. Really, 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 really nice. And silence. And my favorite part, like what kills me to this day, when I finally like managed to stop myself. Like the guy who I was presenting with, he didn't even like, he literally just kind of like looked at me and was like, okay. My eyes screamed for help, but my mouth just kept saying really. Like I couldn't stop saying really, 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 really. And like, here's the thing. Yes, that happened like 7 years ago, almost to the exact date. And it's over now and I shouldn't have to think about it. But like, oh my God, it literally visits me and haunts me.
So I was really, really, really excited because then I moved on to sewing the skirts together.
Oh my God. Whoa. It like glimmered in the sun. Protection first, always. Always, do you hear me? I seriously look crazy like this. Like you can't even see my eyebrows.
So after I attached both skirts to the bodice, I then added my finishing touches.
Oh my God. Let's shut the front door. What? I feel like a princess. What? Okay, obviously it's not perfect, This is the first time I've ever made a corset. And I still have to add everything on top. I have all these fake flowers and I'm gonna end up cutting them and attaching them to the top of the bodice. But yeah, we're gonna wing it. We're gonna figure it out. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Just trust the process.
So I finished the dress by attaching all the flowers to the bodice. And now we're all set for the reveal.
Okay, let's do some quick thoughts. I have none. I don't know what to say other than like, wow. What the fuck? I love this dress so much. I literally don't have the words to express how beautiful I find it. Wow. It's so funny because like, as I was sewing this giant mammoth circle skirt, I was like, is this worth it? Like, this is so much fabric. Yes, 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 it's worth it. Yes, it's worth it. My favorite part is that it's like literally the inverse of, sorry, it's allergy season, I'm dying. I love that it's the inverse of, sorry. I love that it's the inverse of my October Persephone dress. Like just the fact that the fabric is like the same but different colors. Like, oh my God, it's a matching set. I also want to apologize. I know I shouldn't. I mean, I can't control the weather. I'm not God. But like, the footage that I got at this like estate, it's not bad. It's just not great because it was like 50 degrees today and it's like cold and rainy. And it's gonna be 50 degrees and rainy for the next 2 weeks. So I had to compromise. I'm sorry. Okay. So I think that's it for this video. Let's see if I can make a third Persephone dress. Like, let's keep this party going. All right, bye.